Hi, Martin here with another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you the new dynamic island. More specifically, I'm going to go through 5 features or 5 apps that make use of the dynamic island. So let's get started. So first and foremost, what is the dynamic island? Well, dynamic island is a new feature on iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max, and you can see it at the top of the screen here. So this is where the camera notch is, and instead of just having a couple of holes, they've built some software around it, and what they've used it for is giving you indications of things like phone calls, what devices you've connected, and also allows you to control things such as music. So to help understand this new feature a little bit better, I'm going to go through 5 apps that make use of it. So let's start with number 1. So one of the first features of Dynamic Island is phone calls. So when someone phones you, you'll get a notification pop up from the Dynamic Island, which then gives you the option to reject or accept the phone call. So the next feature of the dynamic island is indicating whether your phone is in silent mode or whether the ringer is on. So if I flick the switch at the side of the iPhone, you can see the indicator at the top on the dynamic island is letting me know my phone has been put into silent mode. And if I flick it back, it's letting me know that I have my ringer on. Okay, so the next feature of the dynamic island is AirDrop. So if a file is airdropped to your phone, you'll get a notification via the dynamic island. So I'm going to go ahead and airdrop an image to the phone. And what you'll see is the dynamic island pop up. It will show the progress and then it'll automatically open up the image that you've received. Okay, so the next feature of the dynamic island is a timer. So if I open up the clock app on an iPhone, I've got timer selected here. If I start my timer, I can simply swipe up and my timer is sent up to the dynamic island. So it's a great way to be able to visually keep an eye on your timer whilst you can continue to do other things on your phone. One of the next and most useful features of the dynamic island is music. So if I go ahead and open up my Apple Music app, and this will also work with others like Spotify, I can start playing a song, and then if I swipe up, you'll see that the information has been sent to the dynamic island. So it shows me what I'm playing and also indicates what it's playing through. So now it's the speaker. If you attach AirPods, it will show that. If I press and hold the dynamic island, I can then control my music from this dynamic island as opposed to having to open up the app entirely. I can pause, I can skip between songs. So a very useful feature of the dynamic. Okay, so here is a bonus feature of the dynamic island. And this is actually a separate application which you can download from the App Store called Hit the Island. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this app. And what this is a fun little time wasting game, but actually uses the dynamic island in a very interesting way. So if we hit play, we essentially have an old school kind of Pong game. And the purpose of the game is to try and use this paddle at the bottom to hit the dynamic island at the top, and then you'll get a top score. So a great little game built around the dynamic island.